What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for joining me. Today I want to talk a little bit about Evergrande and pretty much what's going on over in China and how that can possibly affect you, but also why you shouldn't worry. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do, just remember I am in no way a financial advisor, just a guy on the internet with some opinions, and I like to talk about stocks and things like that for fun. So if you lose money or if you take my advice, sorry, I'm not a financial advisor, so that's on you. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So if you've been living under a rock recently, you may have not heard about the Evergrande Crisis in China, but I wanted to kind of go over it and break it down a little bit and give you kind of an idea of what's happening. So first, let's just talk about what Evergrande is, right? So Evergrande is a worldwide top 500 company. They are a real estate conglomerate, amongst other things. They do all sorts of other stuff. They own a soccer team. They own like a food processing company. They kind of spread out a little bit, but ultimately that's what they do. They're mainly a real estate conglomerate, right? So they're based out of China. They, I believe, are the second largest real estate company in China as far as development is concerned. So that's kind of an overview of them. Let's talk a little bit about, the crisis now. Now, with that, I kind of want to go into how they got in trouble. So Evergrande takes on debt to pursue new projects. Whether that's new buildings, like they have a stadium that they're building. Essentially, in a nutshell, the company got ahead of itself and it didn't balance its books. And when that happened, they kind of got ahead of themselves, and then they are unable to pay back investors now, right? So they have about $300 billion worth of liabilities, which is a lot of money. Definitely something to think about. Essentially, they kind of started going in each direction, didn't really manage their money well, and now they have to pay investors, and they don't really have a way to do that. So that's essentially how this whole thing came about. Now, in some of my earlier videos, I have talked about why I don't like investing in foreign stocks, right? Like investing overseas, and this is why. Mainly because in China, the Communist Party has a firm grip on money, corporate boardrooms, the media, etc., right? So you don't know what's going to happen. They could change the rules on a dime. I mean, look at this. Last week, a deadline to make an $83 million payment to foreign investors, that's people like me and you, came and went with no indication that Evergrande had met its obligations. So they're just like, we're not paying, right? They were supposed to pay. Never happened, right? So keep that in mind. Something to think about when you're investing overseas. Like I said, it's the reason I don't do it myself, and I tell my friends not to do it, because this kind of stuff happens more often than you think, and it's very risky when a company can just be manipulated or something can happen just because rules change, and that's just too common in countries like China. It really is, unfortunately. There's that. Right now, the Chinese government is pretty much, going to move in. I'm going to tell you, they're probably going to move in and save the day. They're going to bail out this company. It's kind of like one of those too big to fail situations, right? But they're going to let them sweat a little bit. And they're doing it because they want to show like right here, they want to show other Chinese companies that they need to be disciplined with their money, right? Don't just spend it and spend it and spend it and then go, oh crap, we didn't do our finances right, and we balanced the budget wrong, and now we're effed. This is kind of messed up because this isn't fair to investors. You're punishing the company, but you're hurting the investors too. The investors didn't cause this. This is the company and their mismanagement of money that's caused this, right? So keep that in mind. Would I invest in Chinese stocks right now? Probably not. Nobody likes to close on Chinese money. Everybody likes to close on American dollar. I'm going to stick with the American stocks. I'm going to keep loading them up. If you see my last video on Volta, it's American stock. I'm going to keep loading it up because I know that capitalism is not going to screw me over in the end as far as stocks are concerned, right? Like, I'm not going to get cheated out of something because someone makes a business type a nonprofit or takes over ownership of a company and makes it a state-run company. These are things that you have to think about when you're dealing, in Chinese stocks. So, if you are investing in this company or any other Chinese stocks, let me know what they are below. I'm sure they're probably like Neo and Xpeng and Ali. But let me know what you guys invest in. Do you invest in foreign stocks? If you do, which ones are they? Are you guys bullish on them now? Are you kind of starting to maybe take a step back and rethink your process? Let me know. But as for me, I'm definitely going to stick with my plan. I'm not going to touch any of these things. It's just too much of a risk for me. So, anyways, guys, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. If you didn't, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully I can fulfill that in the next video for you. I will see you all next time. I hope you're having a great day, and peace.